How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Marvel's Predator, issue number 1 of Series 2. Yeah, Marvel is quite notorious for constantly restarting their books. To be fair, this is the beginning of a new plot arc, but if they're gonna constantly start over, I really wish that this title would say Predator and then the plot arc below it, because, yeah, number one, you might as well just say the arc. In this one, it's kind of like the movie Predators, where the predators kidnap them and put them on an alien world and they're going to hunt them. And overall, why it's not the most original, it's still a pretty fun idea, and they do a few things to scramble it up. For example, they're kind of being pulled out of a library. The predators have abducted a whole bunch of people, and they're putting them down on Earth, but because they've had them frozen for a while, you get a guy from the 1980s and you get a guy from the 2020s, you know? It's a wide range of people from different times, and, you know, like the guy from the 1980s, yeah, it's been over 50 years, wouldn't even know really what year it is. Yeah, even if you get out of this, Earth is going to be very different. So I thought that was an interesting change, and overall the concept of predators is pretty strong, running around on this alien planet, trying to survive. You know, it's that classic, you know, arena-style thing, and overall that's always going to be fun. The new characters seem pretty interesting, and there are a couple twists later on in this book that I don't want to spoil, but definitely set up some interesting stuff for the future. So, Predator number 1, again, not the biggest, most revolutionary thing ever, but I totally had fun with it, and I'm interested in seeing where the rest of this is going to go. Only 5 issues this time around, so that kind of sucks. We're getting an issue cropped off at the end. I've mentioned this before on this channel, but indie comics kind of started doing this because everything's more expensive for indie. Volumes, trade paperbacks, plot arcs, used to be 6 issues, and they were pretty much for the big guys. And then some people started putting out 4, which I think is a little small. And I think 5, while it is a little underwhelming not to get that last chapter, I think 5 is kind of a fair compromise. Everything's getting more expensive, even the cost of paper. So, yeah, 5-issue plot arcs, I guess I can put up with it. I still miss that 6th one. But anyway, if you guys want to see a little bit more of this book, I'll show you guys a little bit of the story and the art. I won't be doing any major spoilers, but if you want to take a little bit closer of a look at this release, I'm going to switch to the close-up camera. Alright, here we are inside the castle, taking a closer look at Marvel's Predator number 1, or, well, Series 2 number 1. Let's bring this closer to the camera. We get the fun Predator logo with the classic striping and a little rustic middle pattern on it. The barcode down here is 111, so we do have the A cover. It's actually $4.99, so a little on the steeper side, but whatever. And parental advisory. Yeah, this is a spin-off of a rated R movie, and why this comic isn't a super hard R or anything, there is a fair bit of gore and a few mild swear words. So yeah, I do like a spin-off of a rated R film. Keep the comic with that parental advisory on it. Anyway, the cover image itself is pretty cool. 3 predators running at the camera. 2 of them have their mask off, and we get the fun predator face. And behind them in the trees, we have a bunch more predators coming. It's not just these 3. The little laser sights, like we can see on this helmet here. I do love how all the predators dress slightly different. They all customize their own armor and weapons and stuff, so each one is a little different than the others, and I do like that. Even on here, you know, this is the only one that has the shoulder gun there. So anyway, there is a cold opening to this book, but I'm going to skip a little bit and show you guys the double page credit spread. I do like they put little pictures. I think it's a one big picture splash inside the logo. That's pretty fun. Credits here: writer Ed Brisson, penciler Netho Diaz, and we get the extended credits as well. And then we get little summaries of all the Predator movies going up to 2018. And then we get the last plot arc with 2056, and then we get the year is now censored and the Predator's games have evolved. So yeah, we don't know what year this takes place in. I don't know if they'll reveal it at the end or not. Anyway, flip to the front, and for whatever reason, in the front page, they have the credits again. 1 of 5, that's where it actually tells us how long this plot arc will be. Kind of strange that it didn't list that on the other place. And also, yeah, why do we need the credits listed twice? Yeah, I don't know. Probably just because they thought it looked cool with this montage jumping between the guy falling and the credits. But whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the plot. I'm not going to do any major spoilers, but I do want to say my piece on a few plot points and make sure you guys have a basic understanding as to what the movie's, the issue's about. But yeah, I won't be going to the end, but let's take a look at a few of these pages. Anyway, some guy wakes up falling through the sky, activates his parachute just in time, and this woman on the ground says, "Run, you need to get out of here." And we open up with a pretty big and fun chase scene. A bunch of people who don't know each other are attacked by the Predator. You can see this one guy shoots at it and gets it visible, but doesn't make it in time. But we see this other guy, he trips, and he says to this other guy, "Hey, you gotta help me," but he just takes off, and the Predator is going to kill him now. And to be honest, yeah, that guy was a goner. As soon as he tripped, you would want to help him, but in honesty, you probably both get killed. And of course he does, and the Predator shrieks, but the guy who just ran away gets his head cut off, so not entirely sure what... I mean, yeah, you had this ethic dilemma, you know, what would you do in a situation like that? But then the guy on the other side of it is just dead now already. So, yeah, it didn't have really long-lasting repercussions, so whatever. They run along, and they eventually find a few more people who take them into a secret cave. They found a little bit of refuge from the Predator, and they start to talk about how they all were in a dangerous situation. Most of them are either military or security people, and they all saw a flash of light and woke up falling through the sky. However, they start to notice some discrepancies in their story. This guy says he works for an agency that our main girl here knows has been disbanded for quite some time. And they eventually ask, "What year do you think it is?" And you get how they say 87, 97, 2018, all years that Predator movies came out, I believe. Except for, well, 2022 is when Prey came out, but that movie's clearly not set in 2022, but whatever. So it seems like when the Predator swung by Earth, they grab people up, and at first they think it's time travel, but that would be crazy, and they realize that they've been deep frozen for quite some time. And we also get these two. They're a husband and wife, and they say they're called Predators, and they confess that they work for OWLF. ALF? Otherworldly life forms, and that it was originally Stargazer, and Stargazer kind of broke down and reformed into ALF. There's got to be a better way to say that, right? But anyway, they tell them all about the aliens, or, well, Predators, rather, and what they know, and kind of catch everyone up to speed. And then they realize they need to go and get supplies, so they sneak out. They start to loot the dead bodies. A little bit of gore there because the predators are collecting their skulls. And I think where I'll leave you off is they find that something is dropping from the skies, and thinking they might be supplies, they're going to go and investigate. Now, I will say that there are 2 more plot elements that come in that shake things up and make it a little different. Won't spoil what they are, but let's just say 2 very interesting appearances from things you may not expect to come in here. And overall, I thought they were both good reveals, and excited where this one's going to go. Like I said earlier, it is a little bit like Predators. The different time frame things I did think was kind of interesting, especially the farther back in time you are, the more proportionately screwed you are, because, yeah, you know, if you got frozen in 87 and it's at least the 2050s, yeah, everyone you know is probably dead or at least very, very old. So, yeah, that is an interesting concept, and I do want to see how it plays into the end and what might happen with these characters. Overall, Chapter 2 does look pretty cool, and I can't wait to read the rest of them. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my Alien and Predator playlist, where you can see me talk about some of Marvel's Alien comic, and I also did issue 1 of the last plot arc here, looking for the collected trades of that first plot arc to come out pretty soon. That would be fun. Anyway, more Alien and Predator stuff in this playlist. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.